Well, happy Friday, everyone. So, you know, this is the third time I'm shooting this video because I planned on doing just a comparison of the Retroid Pocket 5 to the AYN Odin 1. The problem with that was when I picked this up to make a video on it, and I know it's older and not even relevant anymore. My sponsor, who I picked up this and the slide and other things from, on my way out the door was like, hey, I removed the SD cards, so you have to set one up for it. I responded. I heard him. I said, okay. So, because of my week, I got all sidetracked. You know, I didn't even expect to get a chromatic this week. That was a random thing that happened. So, it kind of threw me. And I didn't get a chance to sit down and even turn this on until I was sitting here about to make a video, and then went to turn on MGS2 for the video, and then it hit me. No SD card. So I can't really do that comparison, and not like it's a major loss. The Odin's older. Only reason I'm comparing it is because I feel like, you know, when the Odin came out, it was the king, and for a long time it held that spot. And to me, and this is my opinion, so, you know, I don't care how you feel about it, to me, we are where we are with companies like Retroid and Anbernic because of the Odin. The Odin broke down that wall and was like, here it is, PS2 and GameCube performance, under $600, you know, $200, $300 price point, and something that's compact and more lightweight than, say, something like the iNeo 2021. So all these other companies had to really step their game up to compete with the Odin, because at that time you weren't competing with it. It was just destroying everything. So on the back of AYN, here we are. We have stuff like the Retroid Pocket 4 and the Retroid Pocket 5, the RG556, 406. Like, to me, AYN, they led the way for us to have these. I mean, eventually we would have got there, but these companies would have probably milked us with about 100 more RK3566 devices in different configurations for the next few years. I mean, right now we'd probably be seeing the first handheld from one of them that could get better PS2 and GameCube performance. Now, I'm not saying just PS2 and GameCube performance, okay? Because we've been on the edge of that and been able to get a couple games playing on older handhelds like the 405s and whatnot. I'm talking damn near full catalog. Right? And I feel like the Odin still deserves that respect, and I felt like it's a good video to make because you can still get an Odin, not from their website, but from places like eBay for about $200, which does actually make it a competitor for this. I can't say skip the Retroid Pocket 5 for the Odin. And if you have over $200 and you're in that $300 price point, you can pick up things like you're getting in that Odin 2 Portal, Odin 2, and Odin 2 Mini area. So, yeah, can't tell you to skip those and get the Odin 1. But since I can't do this, I don't want to do it, but we're going to do it. Yep. Let's talk Retroid. All right, they have now announced launch date, which I think they said though at the 17th. Here we go. Snapdragon 865, $229 price point. If you go for the D1100, which wasn't the 1100 on the 4? Sorry, yeah. So, the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro type of power for $199. So this is kind of going to be your RP Mini RP5 SKU here. And I'm betting you were seeing this extra little $9 right there. They need to make extra $9 per handheld to start working on this $1 million debt. Now, they know everybody's scared of the hinge. So what do? They're really emphasizing we have reinforced this hinge. That little nubby right there still scares me. Terrifies the shit out of me that this is going to snap off. That's not really what the back of it looks like, is it? What the fuck is there like a sonar crosshair design thing back. That's dumb. I really hope that's not the... Oh, let's emphasize the fucking lanyard loop. Everybody, you can put a lanyard on it! Ow! Who gives a shit? Let's see. OLED screen effect. 500 nits of brightness. Pocket Flip 2. 5.5 inch screen. 100,000 to 1 high contrast. So, yeah, DMG with 50 more nits of brightness would be the comparison. Yep, multiple view angles here. Customized joystick hats with anti-slip texture. Thank you. Appreciate the anti-slip texture. Active cooling, aka loud as fuck fans. See, MediaTek Dimensity 1100. So like I said, that's your Retroid Pocket 4 Pro right there. That's exactly what this would be, the 4 Pro with the better screen that I was bitching about when the 4 Pro came out. Like, why the hell didn't you put an OLED in it? This is your 4 Pro with an OLED, not a 4 Pred. I ran all my words together right there, but who gives a shit? That's what that'll be. And then you got your Snapdragon 865. So realistically, I mean, yeah, that's going to run better. But if your goal is a clamshell that runs PS2 and GameCube, you're good at D1100, everybody. Don't hesitate, okay? That was getting into this early on, that was my concern. Was, am I going to save a couple bucks but screw myself and not get the performance I want? You'll get it. You'll absolutely get it with the D1100 right here. This will do PS2 and GameCube. Yes, you'll probably get better scaling with this. Like, you'll be able to go 4 times, whatever, whereas this will probably just do 2 to 3 times under it, just right there. But if you want to run everything native 2 times, whatever, the D1100 will be right there with you. So you can save 30 bucks if you really want to. And here we go. Let's talk about these color choices. GameCube color variant. This in a clamshell. I know it's all dark and it's like, well, we can't really see the purple. You guys have seen it before. You know what the purple looks like. So GameCube color variant. I love my Retroid Pocket 5 and the GameCube colorway here, or however you want to put it. I did want the black one, but they were sold out. I am okay with it. I didn't have a purple handheld like that. Now I do. I wanted the black. The black's the standard. I mean, you get the black, it's always going to look good. Ice blue. I worry about these because they never look as good in person. And honestly, the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro Ice Blue didn't look as good in person. Didn't look bad. It just didn't look as good. And then you got the 16-bit, huh? That is really the design they put on the lid. That is fucking dumb. I really like the 16-bit. The 16-bit was always like my fallback color, but you make the LED lights match the Super Nintendo purple, and you got a winner. Okay, I like the 16-bit a lot. That's awesome. All right, so yeah, RP5 clamshell, RP4 Pro clamshell, depending on what you pick. Be careful here, okay? Think this through. If you can wait, let reviewers get it. Let them break the hinge, okay? After they put out their review videos, don't rush and buy it because they're putting out a review. They haven't used it. Let them put out a review. Wait a month. See if they're like, uh-oh, update, my hinge snapped. That's the shit that'll happen. All right, now we're on to the Retroid Pocket Classic, guys. And we hit that price point I was talking about in my last video. When I said we're at $100 and over, we're here. I said even up to 140, 160 ballpark. Luckily, we were only maxing out around 130. So you got the 4 gig RAM, 64 gig storage, 6 gig RAM, 128. What the hell was that? $10 price difference. Okay, so the 4 gig, the 464 no longer exists to me in this channel. There is no point. And yeah, it still is kind of overkill for a vertical. I know Dreamcast. I know Sega Saturn. Okay, guys, don't do that. But there's no point in getting the 4 gig, the 4 gig for $10 less. Seriously, save up the extra 10. Just go full bore here. We got the Classic 6. Not really my thing. A bunch of you probably like that. Like I said, Dreamcast, all that, Sega fans. I'm just not, guys, and I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with it. Never going to tell you what to like. They only made that for Tech Dweeb. Then we got the Barrick. Man, this shit really... I swear at one point I thought I seen that say cherry, but I don't have a handheld in that color. It's not bad. And I can't believe they kept the lines on the face, man. I don't like that shit. Who knows? In person, I might like that. What's with the choices here, okay? The clamshell has a stupid-ass design on the lid. Man, just smooth that shit out or put Retroid on it. You know? Why do we got a crosshair with the sonar thing? Okay, sorry. Moving on. I don't know. I think these lines are going to bug me just right now looking at it, but I think in hand, it's not going to bother me. We're going to hope, because guess what? We're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to end up with one. We'll probably shoot for the 6 128 because there's no damn point in the 464. Or, sorry, I keep saying, okay, no, why did I think 68? Oh, 128, 60. Yeah, in my mind, I moved that down. I like the teal color. I don't have anything like this. That teal color is kind of nice. Oh, look. Okay, the battery on my mount is getting worse and worse. Guys, it dies so fast anymore. All right. I'm holding it with my left hand, so it's going to be slightly shaky. I apologize. I'll have to bring up a boom arm or something to help keep it stable in the mornings. I like the Kiwi. What do you guys like more? What's your favorite color of this? I don't know. It's a tie between Kiwi and teal for me. I would really like this one, and I really want to like this one. Oh, it looks like the Capcom Super Megatech. I know it's supposed to look like the Pokemon Game Boy Color, so no one correct me on that. But you remember those handhelds, like the Everdrive little handheld thing? Was it Everdrive? Didn't they take Everdrive carts? I thought they did. But yeah, like that Super Hyper Megatech handheld they released. It reminds me of that shit because they got like a Capcom blue and yellow. But yeah, this is supposed to be the Pokemon Game Boy Color look. I would like this one a lot more without the red and green button. Atomic Purple. I feel like this cheapens it. A lot of people love that. Don't come at me, okay? Because most people like Atomic Purple. I have no problem with Atomic Purple. What I mean by cheapens it is just at a glance, that shit's looking like, yeah, that's a RG35XX, and every other handheld like that. That's a Atomic Purple Mii Mini Plus. That's a 35XX. I'd like to like it, but the purple's never as dark as I would want. So the Classic 6 is neat, but I don't like the 6 button. I don't hate the berry, but teal and Kiwi are the way to go. We've already discussed the AMOLED screen. Let's see. OLED we're just gonna keep doing. So we do got a fan built into this, guys, so really there's no new info besides price and release, you know what I mean? Packing list, box and cable. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna end it here. Sorry I couldn't do more with the Odin 1. This weekend I will work on it, get something going, and we'll do that next week. And a lot of you probably don't even care because it's the Odin 1, but I feel like it still deserves a spot, and I feel like it's still a viable handheld if you can get it at the right price. It's a good handheld. So I really didn't want to get into more Retroid stuff. I'm getting really tired of Retroid stuff. And not them. I don't have a problem with Retroid. I'm just, with the shader thing and everything else going on, it feels like every video you got to talk about Retroid. And yeah, so that's why yesterday's I just ignored it and talked about the chromatic. Anyway, I've been looking at games to add to my collection for the chromatic, so I can do some Let's Play, like gameplay videos on that. I'm excited to do that. I'm really excited to do that. I'm in love with that damn thing. And we'll talk more about the Retroid Pocket Classic as it comes out. We'll talk about the Flip 2, and I'm going to join you guys. I'm just going to keep my eye on this. I'm going to let everybody else get one. I'm going to check it out, and then I'm going to wait a little while after their initial thoughts and wait and see and kind of, watch and wait. So if I start hearing about hinge breaking issues, then sorry, Retroid, not happening. Still kind of I don't know. The Classic, though, I'm probably going to dive in on the Classic, especially with my DMG back on the way back. It'll be a good comparison. Yeah, it really will. I'm gonna do it, not power wise, but just mainly screen. And honestly, guys, don't get to 464. There's no damn point in not just getting the 6 for $10 more. This shit don't make no sense to me. Sorry, I'm looking to see if there's like a different color option for the 4. There's not. Alright, I gotta get my ass to work. Sorry once again that my mount died towards the end of the video and it swung around. You get to see my whole workbench and all my stuff on work. It is a nightmare, guys. I got Xboxes broken down, PS5s broken down, I got computers tore apart. I got a lot of shit to do today. So, alright, well guys, tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think about the Classic now that we have a price point and a launch date. Are you going to get it? And what are you going to get? I know I got a couple of you on that watch that are going for that 6 button because you like fighting games. And I like fighting games too, just not enough to grab a 6 button handheld. But you're going to have to get one and tell me how it is, okay? I guess we'll just wait and see, guys. I'm going to hang out today. I'm going to try and get a bunch of shit. Oh my God, I got to solder a HDMI port on an Xbox Series X today. Shit, I don't want to do that. Alright, well, actually, I need to get started on that because that's going to take a minute. If you ever tried to remove an HDMI port off of a PS5 or a Series X, they've used some otherworldly metal to, yeah, this shit is ridiculous to get off there. Putting the new one on is easy. Getting the old one off sucks. Alright, guys, see you in the next one.